I am Ian Snowden, and you're listening to the Not Bitter, Just Better podcast.
Not bitter, just better. The all-new Everton podcast.
Okay, so it's match preview time again, and what a match to look forward to. Hello, YouTube listeners. Welcome to our preview of the Arsenal game.
Yeah, biggest game of the season. We say this every week, but this definitely is. I think probably if you look back, our last biggest game of the season was probably also Arsenal away, wasn't it, in the FA Cup? But this now, over the form we've shown over the last couple of weeks and the amount of points we've picked up recently, we do have a realistic chance of fighting for fourth, which we didn't think we would have. Possibly.
But after that other Arsenal game, could you believe that this scenario would even be possible?
No, I thought we were at best battling for Europe somewhere between 5th to 7th possibly, but the boys have done us well, and this is now a massive game. Obviously we talked before, Arsenal are 4 points ahead of us in the league. We do have that game in hand against Crystal Palace, so potentially the gap could be 1 point, and we welcome the Gunners to Goodison Park on Sunday.
All the talk this week has been about what we need to do. We've won our last 5 games at Goodison. We've won our last 5 games overall, but we've won our last 5 games at Goodison as well, with the in-form home team in the league at the moment, and we just need to build on that form and get behind the team and just make it back into one of those. I mean, this game would benefit from being midweek, wouldn't it? Like one of those under the lights games, just because that's when the atmosphere comes out.
I'm not a fan of early kickoffs on a Sunday. I'm really not. I thought we were slow to start last weekend, and playing at a similar time against Fulham. It took us 45 minutes to get out the blocks, and we have got a tendency to start games slowly recently, and I don't think we can afford to do that against Arsenal. We need a full 90 minutes of being at them, being in the face, attacking football. And really have a good go at them, because let's face it, we haven't got anything to lose.
Saying that though, we are the club that scored the most late goals in the league.
Yeah, exactly. So we start off slowly, don't we? That's.
So, but
I'd rather see our goals spread out across matches or come early rather than late.
It's just for your nerves, isn't it?
I think we probably.
As Evertonians, I think your life expectancy goes down about 10 years, doesn't it? Because of the roller coaster ride of emotions that you go through every single week.
But 3 points and a must, really, if we want to have any sort of ideas about the Champions League. And a lot of people at the moment are favouring us because we are the team with the momentum going into it. I mean, you look at Arsenal's last game, it was, tough fixture, home to Man City, and it was, I suppose they would see it as a good result. They got a 1-1 draw and got a point out of the game.
That point could be decisive. I think that's what could come out of that weekend. If they hadn't got that point, it would have been straight up 3 points ahead. So this game, was going into this game with 3 points, but now it looks like we're going to have to win virtually every game between now and the end of the season, and
there's some difficult ones there.
City and Man U both at home to play, and and the relegation battle that goes with it as well.
Of course, looking at the Arsenal team that are likely to come to Goodison, they have got a few players out at the moment. The most notable probably being Wilshere and Ramsey in the centre of the park.
Well, Ramsey going out just killed their season.
It has, yeah. You can notice a decline since they've lost Ramsey. They have been recently missing Koscielny at centre half, who obviously has got a really good partnership with Mertesacker. I don't know what the update on him is, whether he'll be back fit for this game, but I would expect Thomas Vermaelen to continue to deputise.
We talked about him last time as well. He's club captain. He's a teammate of Lukaku and Morales. He's a good sub to have come in, isn't he?
He is a decent centre half. I think they would like to see Koscielny back with Mertesacker though to put that partnership back. Man to watch. I was going to go for Oxlade-Chamberlain but I decided to go for Kieran Gibbs instead because I can't tell them apart.
Oh yeah.
You see what I've done there?
I did, yeah.
No, seriously though, I think at the moment the informed player for Arsenal is Santi Cazorla. He looked class the other day in the second half against City, and he is one of those players who can, on his day, can really turn a game and can pull the strings and control a game. I think I might have picked him as my man to watch earlier on in the season as well, possibly. But I think he could be a serious threat.
My tip there would be for McCarthy to get some longer studs defended against them, because last time...
We're going to need people to stay on their feet, aren't we? We really are.
I think for different reasons Arteta's going to be one to watch because of the atmosphere. I think Szczesny in goal he's been blundering a little bit lately. I think we need to put a lot of pressure, early pressure on him, long ranges, crosses into the box, just anything to test him, and then but most of all follow in, keep a quick pace, just do what teams have been doing to us. When we had our poor spell, just don't give them any time on the ball. We've gone from being a little bit like dogs of war to like being out dogs of war.
Possibly, I'll have that.
Sometimes get that back up in the side, and
again we need the crowd to be the 12th man.
Definitely.
From an Everton point of view, would you expect Naismith to come in for Barkley? Or Osman, one of the two. I don't think Barkley's going to start after taking that knock. So Osman, are we thinking possibly for that number 10 role? Do you think Morales did enough to come back in?
Yeah, I think he's more likely to go with Morales.
I think he might start this game.
Saying that though, think about the trouble that Deulofeu caused to Arsenal. He got the equaliser.
Possibly both of them.
That was as a sub, wasn't it?
Both of them, do you think?
No, I can't see that.
It's interesting. Again, we've given up predicting who Martinez is going to pick because we usually get it wrong. So
we have that discussion every week, which we're not going to have this week.
We'll leave it up to him on the day because in Roberto we trust. Results-wise, I'm not going to say what people want me to say. I think it's going to be a draw, which doesn't really help anybody.
But it doesn't kill our hopes.
It doesn't kill our hopes. I don't think we're going to win. I don't know why. I've got a gut feeling.
Well, I think when we're faced with these real pressure games, not just under Roberto, just over the past few years, and a couple of times under Roberto this season, we've just fell short, and I'm dreading that we do that again this time round, because it's really set up for it to be a momentum changer, and we could go on and do great things after this game. If saying that, we could end up winning this game and then just go and losing at home against Palace, because that's Everton, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I'm looking forward to the game, and it's great to be at this stage of the season and to still have games that are making you nervous, and this game is making me nervous. So, hopefully it'll be 3 points to the Blues. Hopefully the winning streak goes on and the home streak goes on. My gut feeling's a draw, but I think we're more than capable of beating them.
You said before, I just wanted to pick up on this before. You said it was a must win. There's a full sentence there, though, isn't it? It's a must win if we have any aspirations of being in the Champions League next season. It's not a must.
Our run-in is much more difficult than Arsenal's after this game.
It's not a must win, though, isn't it? You think about our season, and it's not a must win. If we win it, it'd be the icing on top, I think.
I agree. It's a good point.
Let's get behind the team. If we don't manage to pull the win off, our season isn't over. We've done very well, and there's still a lot to play for.
Exactly. So come on, you Blues. We need a good,
come on, Blue Boys.
A good performance.
And that's about it from us this week. Hopefully, we get through that game with the 3 points that we need for the Champions League. I want to thank everyone for listening. As I always say, if you're listening on SoundCloud or YouTube, why not check us out on iTunes? You subscribe and it comes direct to your phone on Thursday. If you haven't got an Apple device, we're also on Stitcher and also on Podbean. I'll give you the social media links so you can listen direct. We post the podcast a few times a week once it's been recorded, so you can listen direct through Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So just keep an eye out. If you're listening before the game, let's get behind the team. I can't wait. It's going to be a really buzzing atmosphere, and if we win, oh my God, it's just going to go off in it. Anyway, catch it all next week. Oh, come on, Blue Boys.